Hey guys, welcome back to some more Pad here. I'm your host TC Smith. As you can see yet again in the counter kit, it's been a while since I've worn this. Well, it's the kind of the first week of sixth form, like my second, well technically my second year doing this course. But we were meant to, pretty much, I was told, I wasn't told when school started or not. I know that you had to go to, some people had to go and enroll today, or something like that, new people. Pretty much, I went in to find out. I was told didn't have to be until Friday. Come home, find my mum on the phone like literally a few minutes ago after spending over 4 hours on the phone to a special somebody. And like, turns out I had to go in to enroll. So I have to go in tomorrow to enroll. Then Friday it's meet the teachers, and then on the Monday it starts. And this is like my school uniform. Anyway, this video is about Joshua Johnson, who started doing boxing at the gym again. Now, he says boxing, but all he does is punch the pads and do some basic upper body. Now, if that's all he's doing at the gym, he really needs to do a lot more. And he needs to figure out his aim. Is his aim to put on muscle, then cut down? Or cut down, then put on muscle? Or cut, bulk, whatever it is. He needs to figure out that. He also needs to get his diet, start getting his diet in check, his sleeping patterns in check. And then think. Now, one thing about Josh, while he is a big lad, and he looks kind of weak and he's pushing the pads a lot, after, you know, you've seen me on the receiving end in my fight trailer, so be sure to check that out. A link should be in the description below. I had him punch my head and punch me in the core, in the abdominal region here. So I know he's quite strong. Now, he's stronger than he looks. He's quick. He's actually surprisingly quick. And this is what he does though. He goes, so he's up here going. Now, you see that is, like, that will get quite a few body shots. But, like, you know, you kind of have to guard against him. Either, you know, like that. Or I think probably against Josh, that. Because then, look, you can whip back. And it's just easier. And he's quite good hooks as well. Like, those aren't his hooks, I'm just randomly doing that. So he's like this, he's like... He's quite quick. I don't think his technique's good. Instead of doing that, I think he does more of that and slaps. So it's more of an arm movement than a body movement. Since it should be bang, bang, you know, etc., that type of thing. So you're using your body to generate the power. So, if I can get this to show over there. So what he does is that. He's like, or he's more. What he needs to do is have a bit of a bigger stance, and need to come up on the back. So if I show you from this angle, that's what he's doing. Well, the hook should be. So it's that movement, the hip turning from kind of almost a 45-degree angle. Since like karate, for example, this is straight, this is 45, to a gone straight. So it's bang, you know, etc. That's what he should be doing. Anyway, let me readjust the camera here. So as you can see, like, his technique's there. Now I think one thing he does do, he needs to get used to this. Now I think I'm going to see if, because this Saturday I'm going to London. It's going to be lit. I cannot wait for that. I'm going to see if I can meet up Josh when I'm not in school this week. And before I go to activities. And now I'm going to go to my gym, do my stuff. But then I'm going to see if I can meet him at his gym. Get like maybe a day pass or whatever it is. Since I think you can do that there at David Lloyd's. And spend time to going over things with him at the gym. Because I think what he needs to do is when he's on the pads, he needs to have somebody hit like either side, like this, for example. Because then, like if he's like this, then I'll just clap him, like on the head. That sounds so wrong. I'll like catch him on the head, so then I'll keep him to get his guard up. Now his guard should either be this or this to stop it. And when you throw it, the other hand should be up protecting. Because if you're like that, like if you're a traditional karate, for example, all explosive. That's why traditional karate isn't always effective. The push and pull system can be to generate power. So like, if you know you're on the finisher, then maybe generate that extra bit of power instead of just you're like grabbing, forcing your forward more. But you know, how Josh has his hands here, when he punches like that, you know, you're like that. Even if you're in this stance, it should be covering. That helps stop a knockout. So, need to do that. Now, what I think he should do, I think he should go to the gym. Well, I go to the gym. I'm starting to try and go 5 times a week. I've only done that once since I got back from holiday. Stuff has come up. But like next week, I'm going to start again. This is like to get back to schedule week and waking up times and go to sleep times. So this week I'll wake up 5:30 and go every day. Next week, that's when I start my thing. Now I do upper body Monday, core Tuesday, cardio Wednesday, lower body on Thursday, and upper body. So I do two upper bodies, 1 core, 1 cardio, and 1 lower body. Now the lower body, I've already got strong, powerful legs, so it's not gaining anything. So every Tuesday and Thursday every Tuesday, Thursday, and at the gym, and then Saturday at home, I will be doing band work that I have for my physiotherapist for my knee. So that'll be done. But then on the Thursday, I'll go straight into leg work. But it won't be like leg work to build muscle. It'll be things to get the sharp explosiveness back. And each session begins with a stretch. So now what Josh needs to do, I think what Josh needs to do is go 5 days, but I think he needs to go upper body, upper body cardio, core, cardio, and then I think upper body again. Now the reason why I'm thinking maybe 2 upper body, 2 cardio, 1 core, is that upper body, you know, he can turn what's there and try and turn it into muscle and get the shape, and doing that twice, start off on quite low weights. I think practice complete form, forget about how heavy you go. That's what I did, and now I'm starting to pick up the weights. I'm nowhere near most people my age, but my form's a lot better than some other people, so that's going to make it more effective. For example, that is so much bigger than it was before I started. It's not, it's become more effective, and I'm getting stronger, so therefore I'm hitting with more power when I unleash my speed. See, I can't throw properly because I got a few bruises on my back, and then I've got karate later, so I'm not, want to save that. But by doing that upper body, he'll get that nice back, shoulders, bicep, tricep, chest. That actually can make you look attractive. Generally, that's an attractive part, of people. It's what a lot of girls are drawn to, and what makes a guy stand out. So if he gets those, and it makes you look a bit leaner, and then he does, so that will help improve that, work on just form, and then slowly increase the weights and get that bigger. But he'll be turning that fat to muscle. The core then will be working the core muscle underneath his stomach, because he's got a bit of a stomach, and then that cardio, that 2 days of cardio will lose the weight. The weights will help him lose, because you do lose weight from doing the weights, so that will help him lose some weight, but the cardio will help him lose weight, but it'll also help his heart and his lungs, which those are something that suffers when you tend to get overweight. So I think by working those, we'll get a lot better. Now I think on the upper body days and the core day, I think eventually he should be on the pad. No, even cardio. I think every day then he should go on the punching bag and work one thing. I think, for example, for him, I think he should focus on this hand up and front jab. So whichever stance, if he stands in left stance, get used to doing left stance, which is not narrow because you'll be swept, but not too long, not too far forward, because that's more fencing or karate where you go in and out. Boxing, you're more actually in more, so it's you need to be a bit more agile. So I think then he should just practice doing this. So jab, 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 or for from this angle, jab, jab, jab. So practice that and just keeping his hand there, jab, jab. And literally, just work occasional jabs, work it. And then after about like a certain amount of time, after 30 seconds of getting the technique, do 30 quick jabs, like 30 seconds of quick jabs. So like say 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Get that, because that gets that cardio. That's what I'm going to start doing. It gets the muscular endurance, that's the one, in. And it will get a lot better. And then say, next day just work, work it in both stances though. Certain amount of time. Then next day work cross. Keeping this hand up, so pull it back. So your hands, so you keep your hands in your fighting stance, like here or here. But when you throw, you bring it up. So, then change stance. And then next day, front, 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 rear, rear, front, rear. In both stances. And I think that, I think boxing is not as lot as technique as people think. Right, what I mean by that, I'm not saying it's not technique, it's very technique based, but I'm saying it's about 70% mental, 20% physical, then that 10% technical. So I think it's more like 70 mental, 25 physical and 5 technical. Like, if you got the mental side right and you got the physical side, you can outlast your opponents. You can be sloppy and do haymakers. Like KSI, he had to be sloppy and do like hooks that instead of like this, were more like overhands like that, or but that would get past KSI. So that can beat someone. If you're quick and sharper, you can beat them to the first punch, beat them to the punch, beat them to the punch, hit harder, take harder hits, therefore last longer. And by the end of the round, as they're tired as well, as their endurance is going, and you're on, like, if you do muscular endurance as well as cardio, you're lasting longer, you're more likely to get a knockout then, or at least win, because you'll be able to just dominate them. That's why. So like, technique is important, but those are the most important for me. And I think he can work on that physical so much. Now, I generally think he might be able to put on more muscle than I will be doing, because I have to put on weight to then transfer it to muscle, where he is transferring the weight to muscle and losing some. So I think he could potentially, I don't think it's 3 months, but in 6 months to a year, I think he can transform his body like that. If he gets his diet right, I think his diet, and I think I'm going to try and give him a plan and get him stuck on it. If he sticks on that plan and goes, sticks to the plan and eats good food, I think he can change his body drastically in 6 months to a year to be pretty much like almost better of mine. I don't think he'll never get the legs on mine. I think that's impossible. But I think he might be able to not get the core I can get. I mean, to lose that much, but I think he can get that upper body that I will be fighting for. And I think in 6 months to a year, he'll be further than will be in 6 months to a year with my upper body, because I have to eat a lot, because I'm trying to keep the core as well. I want that upper body and the core, but I have to sacrifice one or the other, because if I eat a lot and go to the gym to turn that to muscle, then I tend to like gain a bit here, not fat, just put a layer on. And then I'll have to then do a lot of cardio and etc. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of cardio to get that heart and lung better, but also lose a bit of weight. So then I'll have to do that to get the core, to get that 6-pack showing. But yeah, so Josh, if you watch this video and you want to meet up anytime this week other than tomorrow and Friday, so pretty much Thursday and Sunday, and see if we can go to David Lloyd's and I can get you, sort you out with the gym and stuff like that, and boxing. Just, my number, just hit me up. Anyway, I'm going to do more videos like this, hopefully. The Batman video will be coming shortly. I've started the research now, so be sure to check out for that. Anyway, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Till next time.